If I traded it all.
So welcome to the show, everyone. What a happy Friday this is today, and I am so excited about bringing on my first guest. She's never been on my show before. I have with me Pam Sears. She's a licensed masseuse, I should say. At
Massage therapist.
Massage therapist is how you say that. And also, she's an author. Welcome to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and how all of this came about. Go ahead.
Well, I've written poetry my whole life, and I felt guided to start sharing some of those stories with people for inspirational purposes, not knowing who it would reach. It was something that came along during my spiritual awareness, I think, changing from the corporate world, going into massage. It just seemed to all fall into place together.
Well, you told me a lot before we came on that you, well, first of all, you're a massage therapist, so that's something that you do.
Right.
But you're also, you said that you're a psychic.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about that. And you have a story, too, that I want to get out. That's a personal story about you. Obviously, that helped you with all of your writings as well. So as you're being a psychic, first of all, when did you know that you were a psychic, and how did that come about?
I think I was very young, but I closed it off because it didn't seem like something normal. I had always felt things around me and knew things, but didn't know how I knew. And I just blocked it. And I think as I got older and began actually into my massage practice, it really took hold. I was in the corporate world for 20 years. 23 years ago, I started my massage practice. So, and that's something that I incorporate within my massage practice.
How do you do that?
Well, the messages were already being channeled and coming through anyway. And so I started to include that in my massage practice. So people would say, oh, you're getting channeled messages and a massage. And something that not everyone does. So
right.
I offered it.
So as you're working on them, you're telling them what's going on or what they feel? Is that how that works?
I'm kind of doing that, but I'm also hearing from what's going on the other side. It could be messages from their loved ones that are deceased. Could be messages coming through specifically just for them and their journey at that time.
So you also have a story, and you had said that you had cancer and things. So let's talk a little bit about that, too, because I want to also find out more about the book. We're going to enter everybody into when she wants to give 2 of these books away. You can get the book at Amazon.com, but we're going to open up the line so that everyone can call in and get entered in to win. So let's talk a little bit about you, and then, of course, how the book came about.
Well, I had always had it's inspirational poetry. So whenever I had struggles in my life, I would always sit down and write about those struggles. And I knew at some point in time I wanted to put that into a book to help others. One particular poem I put on a blog, Dragonfly Speaks. Some lady got a hold of me, I don't even know how she found it, and said, I lost my infant daughter, and my husband took me out on the lake, and we were surrounded by dragonflies. And I found your poem, and I just want you to know you helped me get over some of that struggle. So it kind of helped me. After I went through the breast cancer, I thought it's time to put those words into a book and maybe reach others.
The book is called Whisperers of the White Dove. It's written by Pam Sears. You can get it at Amazon.com. There's some wonderful reviews there. She said there's some great reviews. You can check it out there. But we're going to open up the lines here for everyone to call in and get entered into win. She wants to give 2 of them away. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Now, you can also check her out on her website. It's PamSears.com. I want to talk a little bit about that. Now, first of all, when I just opened up the book, just opening it up and looking to who you dedicated it to, and then you've got some poems about your son and your daughter and then your
my
mother.
2 sons and my mom, yes.
Yeah, it's really neat. So let's talk about what you mean by people that are going, these are poems that help people that are going through struggles.
Yes.
So let's talk about that.
So there's different sections in the book, inspirational ones. There's healing, So there's different areas of our lives where maybe we're going through a particular phase.
Tell us about it.
So suppose you're lacking in faith. So I wrote a few poems about when I was lacking in faith. I would write a poem, and it would kind of like bring me out of that journey of self-doubt. So that's basically what I'm doing.
Well, you know what? I really think that's neat. And what a wonderful time to be coming on. First of all, it's Good Friday, and so we're talking about faith and all of that. And there are some people that don't necessarily all have that faith. And even if we do, sometimes we lose it. We lose it, and we forget that we need that to bring that. But this is a great book that would help with that area, or any area that you might be struggling sometime, and you can just read this book, and it's like a make you feel good. Is that correct?
Correct.
So now we've got the lines open here. We've got everyone calling in. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Let me also say that this would be a book, if you don't think it's for you, it is certainly for someone that you may know. What a great gift to give to somebody. It's a beautiful book.
Thank you.
I love the cover too. So again, our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And you can check her out. It's PamSears.com. Why don't you read a couple of them that you think that would be nice?
Well, one of my favorites, called Circle of Doors.
And what is it about?
It's about trusting that when one door closes, another opens, and you're not going to lose yourself on whatever path you're on.
Go ahead.
Okay? Circle of Doors. The corridor is long from beginning to end, and along the way are choices within. Each door holds a place, an idea, a thought of which way to turn, take this one or not. No matter which door one decides to choose, all have a place with nothing to lose. In choosing one door, the path then unfolds, and then there will come another door to behold. And so it's a circle. Each door will be met at the appointed time, perhaps all preset. So worry not which choices you make, for all will be opened, and none will you forsake. Let go of fear, let go of doubt. Embrace each choice with a smile and a shout. For at least you have chosen and moved forward, you see. You didn't stand still, and that sets you free.
The number to call here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Everyone who's calling in is getting entered in to win. We've got 2 of these books that she wants to give away. And so, again, if it's not you, but wow, something to give to someone that would make, and especially if they're struggling and going through a struggle or different things. You've got different sections, you said. So let's talk about the different sections before we go to a break. So you have it down as, like, for instance, tolerance is one. What else?
We have tolerance, inspiration, faith, healing, and reflection.
So again, we've got the lines open here. You can check them out. The book is at Amazon.com. There's some fabulous reviews there. Are any of your poems, do you have any on your website too, just to ask?
Yes, I do. It's under my blogs.
So you can check her out on her blogs, on her website. It's PamSears.com. And we've got our lines open here, and everyone's getting entered in to win. We've got 2 of them that we're giving away here. And again, our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. I love that one that you chose. Because everybody, you know that when one door closes, another one opens. It's easy to say, but when you read that, it really made people feel good. We're going to be back in just a minute. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We want to talk further and read a little bit more. Again, we've got our lines open here. Keep on calling. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You can check her out at Amazon.com. The book is Whispers of the White Dove. Again, it's by Pam Sears. Or call in here. Our number here, 602-277-5369.
If I traded it all
So welcome back. We're talking with Pam Sears, who obviously you're a licensed massage therapist. You are an intuitive, if you would call that, but the thing is that you also brought that together in your practice, which is really, really neat. So if anyone goes on her website, you'll see that you can also make appointments for that. But really, she's here to talk about her book that she wrote. She's been through struggles. A lot of people have, and you've written these poems for a long time, you said, and you were blogging them, and so obviously it was like, well, why don't I just put it in a book? And these poems are helpful to people. So go ahead.
So, yeah, this is many years ago, before I even did the book, and there was a young kid out of New York who somehow found my poem on social media and sent me a message. And he was trying to get out of gangs, and he was struggling with that, and he wanted to commit suicide. And he found one of my poems, and he said, I don't know how I found it. It just popped up. I read it. I wanted you to know that because of that, you've helped me tremendously.
And this was a man. This is a boy.
Young boy. Mm-hmm.
Because we don't think necessarily always for men and poems and this and that. But what came to my mind as you were talking, so those parents that are listening, if you had this book in your hand and you had, there's things, everybody, that you use it for personal use, but also, let's say you had a son or daughter that was struggling, and you just took that poem and wrote it down or made a copy of it and put it in their room or what have you. I'd put it in their lunch pail or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And that would be really neat for them. So this book is so useful, not only just for that person, but for the people they know.
Right.
Go ahead.
You never know who it's going to reach. And that's why I thought it's time to do that bucket list. After you go through cancer, you change.
Again, go ahead.
So I thought it's time to put those words down into a book and help others.
Now, you've also got a second book that you're going to be writing, that you're writing now. Mm-hmm. This book is called Whisperers of the White Dove. They're inspirational poetry, and they're done in, you can choose where you want to go very easily by whether you want something that is on faith, inspiration, whether it is healing, different ones that she has here. And you can go to Amazon.com. You're going to see a lot of great reviews there. You can also call in here. We've got our lines open here. What a great gift to give to somebody. So our number here, 602-277-5369, and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. I've got the lines open here, and I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show for everything that we're giving away today. Everyone knows I like to do giveaways on our show. And you can also check her out at PamSears.com or call in here at 602-277-5369, and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. I happen to just open it up on this one, which is tolerance. And sometimes we all can have a low tolerance for certain things, and that would be for me. Sometimes I get frustrated with, like, let's say I'm talking to an operator there on Verizon that can't hear me, and I get my low tolerance really right there. I could use this book today. Okay, go ahead. Everyone's laughing. Go ahead.
That's why I put tolerance first.
Because everybody needs it.
Okay, so
we're all upset.
Yeah.
So everybody should have this book. It should be our little Bible.
So what I wrote on the back of the book, which I thought would reach people, was, like so many of us, we are all on a continual journey of spirituality and healing, and I believe that we all learn when we share the steps in our journeys. These poems are a manifestation of my thoughts and feelings as I've navigated a lot of uncertain times on my path ahead. So it's my hope that this poetry will reach out to others in whatever journey they're on, to touch their heart, help heal their soul, or bring forth a smile.
Well, that's awesome. Go ahead now. Read the one that you wanted to read.
Okay, I wrote this during a difficult time in my life. I was experiencing a lot of sadness. We all go through times in our life where we have to cry it out. We have to deal with pain, hurt. This one's called Tears of a Dove. She cries into her pillow, feeling very much in despair. Hurt done to a child and anger everywhere. The pain in the heart, yet continuing to love. When dark days come, golden light shines from above. The words still come, follow your path. It will become clear. They will feel their wrath. Continue to love. Don't shut them all out. Keep sending healing using a smile and a shout. Yes, call it out loud. Those who need you shall hear. Some wish to find healing and to move past the fear. The tears of a dove are healing, they say, so let them flow, even if every day. Don't give up hope. There is love around, and caring hearts that hold the sounds of joining hands with others who see that there is still hope, still chances to be free. The tears of a dove feel the hurt and the pain. Echoes in her wings, and she cries out in vain. But her wings then enclose and caress with love. She's a warrior of light, pushing the dark back with a shove. The tears of a dove sometimes also bring smiles, watching rainbows galore, following clouds for miles. The tears of a dove takes her high up in flight, soaring with eagles.
I have to say something to you. When I listened to your poem, in my mind, I was thinking, how I would love to have a book like that where I can just have it right by me in the morning, when I'm feeling whatever I feel in the morning. I know when I read something, it always makes me feel better. They're feel-good words.
Yes.
For in any situation. And it's not just for women, it's for men as well, right?
Correct.
And you, of course, you. What is your next book going to be about?
I've got the rest of my poetry that I'm going to include, but I'm going to be putting in some short stories and some of my blogs that I've written out through the years. So I'm not quite sure exactly, but it's going to be a little bit different. Yeah.
And when you are writing your poems, how does your psychic abilities work with that?
I'll go into a room and I'll sit down, and all of a sudden a poem comes out, and I don't know. I think a lot of it gets channeled. Musicians are the same way. When people are sitting down writing music, it just comes. I'll look down there and I don't even know where the time went. It just came out.
Mm-hmm. So that's pretty interesting. Again, we've got our lines open here, and everyone's getting entered into win. She wants to give 2 of them away. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. It's a great book to make people feel good about certain areas, many areas. It's not just one area, but almost any area that you can pick that you're dealing with. You can find a poem here that would help you feel good. You can go to Amazon.com. There's some great reviews there. You can also go up on her website and you can see her blog there, which is PamSears.com. You can also, if you want to, you can get a massage from her, because it's a really neat massage. It's very different. I mean, you do this, I don't know if you want to call it a reading while you're doing it. Is it called reading?
Mm-hmm. They're getting a massage, and I'm already in their energy field. I'm already picking up messages for them, so I give them channeled messages.
So when you do that, do you talk to them as you're doing that, or do you do that afterwards? Is that something that you write and give to them, or a CD that they get, or how does that work?
It kind of happens during the session.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
I've never heard of anything like that. And you said you're one of the only people that does that.
There's lots out there, that do that, but it's just something I decided to incorporate and make it known. That's what I do.
That's really neat. Again, you can check her out. It's PamSears.com. And if you want to, you can even make an appointment right there and get a massage and a reading all at the same time. And you can also call her. Her phone number is 623-738-6715. You can go to Amazon.com and you can check her out there. And all the reviews about the book are there. They're wonderful. And we're going to keep our lines open here for the rest of the show for everyone to get entered into win. She's got 2 of them that she's giving away. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. This book is called Whispers of the White Dove, and it's inspirational poetry by Pam Sears. What would be your final words for everybody right now?
My final words would be, if they're struggling and they're looking for some words, perhaps from someone else who might have gone through something similar. all avenues are covered in this book, all different emotional struggles. So there's something for everyone in the book.
Again, we've got our lines open here. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Go up on her website, check out her blog. Also, if you want to get a massage appointment with her, she'll take those as well. Of course, you're going to get that reading along with that. You can go to PamSears.com. You can also call her direct. Her number is 623-738-6715. Keep on calling here throughout the rest of this show. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. This is a real feel-good book, and inspirational words always make everyone feel great. It's Whispers of the White Dove, Inspirational Poetry by Pam Sears. Give us a call here at 602-277-5369.